A big decision tonight in St. Johns County's Flagler Estates neighborhood after a 14-year-old was hit on the road on his way to the bus stop the morning of January 10th.
The Flagler Estates Road and Water Control District will make a decision on whether to add more streetlights near bus stops in the Flagler Estates area. Our Drew Cosgrave has been covering this hit and run and says there's more about what is at stake in this meeting tonight. You have more about what's at stake tonight, Drew.
There's a lot at stake, according to one woman that I spoke with, and she's with a local organization who is pushing for more streetlights near bus stops in Flagler Estates. And the meeting tonight comes a week after a 14-year-old boy was hit on his way to the bus stop. We were told by the CRA, or the Community Redevelopment Area of Flagler Estates, that funding for an additional 40 streetlights was approved by St. Johns County in October, and now the plan only needs one more signature to make it a reality.
Shirley Lassiter lives in Flagler Estates, and she says a lot is at stake tonight for kids' safety.
We can light up our stops for our kids to get on the bus and go to school.
Lassiter says the plan put forth by the Community Redevelopment Area to get an additional 40 streetlights near bus stops is only one signature away from becoming reality after being approved by St. Johns County.
This was a response to resident concern about children in the dark, and that's why this began. So for it to be used as the reason to not sign this agreement is really sad, especially with all that's recently happened.
That signature's fate will be determined Thursday evening at the Flagler Estates Road and Water Control District monthly meeting. Flagler Estates Road and Water Control District President Bill Fisher says he believes people living in Flagler Estates do not want to pay taxpayer money to put in the streetlights.
Safety's at stake because better lighting was the concern that was brought years ago to the Community Redevelopment Agency meeting here in Flagler Estates by residents.
Lassiter says people have been concerned about lighting in Flagler Estates for years, before we even saw the hit-and-run crash the morning of January 10th that left a 14-year-old boy severely injured. Now it's decision time. Will they approve the streetlights or not?
That would be a huge disappointment that we're not looking out for the safety of our children here.
St. Johns County Sheriff's Office still does not know the cause of that crash that left the 14-year-old injured, and President Bill Fisher tells us he wants to wait to make a statement on the streetlights until a decision is made tonight.